simplification. There's a lot of ways to approach this, but it's one really strong and powerful way that you can do this on your own. Which means, how can I sing on pitch? Whew. That's a good question, because the way that you get to pitch and the reason that people have bad pitch vary from person to person. It's not a one-size-fits-all. How I like to look at pitch myself personally is I like to see it or think of it like a color or something I know that I can go to and go, oh, that's that note, okay? Now, some people will get out a tuner and they'll just sing into a tuner, and when the tuner goes green, they know they're in A or G or whatever that note is they're looking for. But the way I have liked to learn how to teach people how to be on pitch is to have a pitch reference. So something you can audibly hear, orally hear, and something that, and by the way, I don't mean to be ambiguous and esoteric about how I look at color when I see pitch, because you have to, in chords where you're singing a note that's very difficult to find in a chord, like a tetrachord or a polychord, which is a chord on top of a chord, and you're singing like a jazz thing or something, some notes are a lot harder to find than others, but in a really basic sense, I like to think, okay, here's an A. So I go, right? So it's kind of like a Cessna aircraft. You got two engines and one's going, and as soon as they start to resonate and they're clean and the resonance is consistent, you know that you've hit the note, okay? So I go, right? You have to kind of, fish around a little bit and search for that note. Bingo, I hit the note, right? So have a pitch reference and start out by having identified, whether it's on guitar or whether it's on piano or, whatever you have as a pitch reference, use that and fish around for that note and try. And when you finally get to that point where you're able to get to it quicker and you're not having to go all over the road to find it, some people say, Ken, I'm morbidly deaf. I just couldn't even do that like what you just did. I don't even know how to do that. Well, that is and isn't true. Have you really tried is a question. And have you actually recorded yourself and listened back to it so that you're familiarizing yourself with your own sound and what your voice relationship is to pitch, right? So now let's do it over a chord here. So. Now there's different notes in the chord. And you may accidentally land on another note in the chord, and that might resonate like those little engines on the aircraft because it's actually in the chord. But you really got to start with what's called your anchor note or your root note. Right? So trying to kind of hone and zero in on that note. And get a little quicker at it, okay? Now, as you start to advance a little farther, and like I said, I cover this in my singing course, and I go through a whole tutorial on how to find this, is you want to take notes. We just did a thing on how to write a song, how to write a good song, and I want to take this chord progression, because it's fun to just take this chord progression only as one moving note, which is, right? And we want to find that note. Let's say we want to hit that note that's in the song, and let's just say the song goes, you're trying to find that note, right? So, you visualize it going a half step. So you think of it like you're going down a ladder or going down a stair step. So you know that the first note is, you want to go down a half step. Think of yourself only walking down to the next note. You're not going down two stairs or 3 stairs or 4 stairs. You're not going up a stair. You're just going down a stair. So, so all I did was I walked down 3 stairs. Yay, I got it. Woo, right? Okay, so again, this is an oversimplification. There's a lot of ways to approach this, but it's one really strong and powerful way that you can do this on your own is to try to first find the note, resonate with the note so that you're in pitch. And then when you're singing a song or you're going to play chords that have moving parts in them like that, try to pick off the note in the chord so that you can sharpen your skills and get to that pitch quicker, okay? Hopefully this was helpful. If you like what you heard, please like and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, peace out. Then comes the man.